What are your impressions of the running back group so far?
Good. They're really hard workers. Really want to be, really good. The whole program of what Coach Mora has instilled in them and their work ethic, their accountability, being professionals. It really shows in the way they work, not only on the field, but in the weight room, in the classroom, and in what we're doing out here.
Is there someone that you see as your #1 back, at least for now?
I think they're all #1 backs, and that's how I'm trying to train them. So that I believe you can see that when we have number 17 in there, the three guys with the experience are in there with them, and want them to get as comfortable in every situation. And our fast tempo, it's, the stamina part right now, I really want to, they're going to all play. And whoever starts, that'd be a feather in the cap, but overall, they're all going to play. They're all going to make an impact in this year.
Does Jordan have a little bit of advantage in assignments and blocking assignments? Is he a little bit more experienced, kind of knows what he's doing?
Again, we've added some concepts, little in diagnosing protections and some little things that it's new to all of them. But all of them are picking it up, and it's kind of fun for me because they're all new to the way I'm teaching and coaching. So it fires me up. I'm excited every morning because just like myself, I'm always learning and growing, and we're all growing together. And there's some things that I might talk about or show them that's been different, and they get better, and they're doing things that I'm like, oh man, I forgot to tell them this, to help them on that. So that's where that's what spring practice is about. And when the fall comes around, I'm hoping that we're full speed, ready to roll right out the gates.
What have you seen from Craig?
Aggressive runner, again, gaining confidence, learning the system, and feeling just where he's comfortable in uncomfortable situations. And coaches, we're putting them in a lot of situational football right now instead of just running. You have to play the whole game. You got to know how to protect the quarterback with your routes, protect the quarterback with your mesh point, protect the quarterback in your protection and which backer or D lineman that we might have to block. And that's all part of earning that and gaining that trust. And when he gets that confidence, I think all that comes along.
Pass blocking was kind of the question with him. It seemed like last year. I know you weren't here, but is he pretty good?
In every level I've been in, it's always been the same. Every young man and defensive coaches are all trying to scheme, with designing, especially out here in this field. It's really what I try to explain to them, don't lose your confidence, because they can disguise and hold it here in practice because they know there's no risk, where in the game that safety is going to deepen up a little more. Here they can take that risk and work on their craft of disguising, but it's just diagnosing and knowing who has who, and I think the young man is coming along.
What are the things you're trying to do with the fullback position?
Fullback position, I'm trying to get them to understand that we don't need to kill people, work the leverage, don't allow penetration, have a good base, and make sure our runners will run off your blocks. But don't try to dictate where they're going to run, and then catching that ball in the flat, flanking the force defender, which it could be a corner, safety, a linebacker, and widening it out so we can maybe accentuate the hole a little more for the runner. If we decide to cut it back, he pulls one or maybe two defenders by the threat of them catching the ball in the flat or by the way they block.
With those little routes in the flats or up the seam, is that something you're specifically trying to do with Nate because of it's just his size and athleticism?
It's in Coach Noll's system. It's been there, but that's a pretty good target now. I mean, his big hands. He's athletic. This kid, I don't want to. I'm really glad we have them. I'm really glad we have them.
Is there anyone you've coached in the past that he kind of reminds you of?
A lot of kids, that are playing in the next level, and that's what gives me a big smile. And he's so willing. That whole group, they're all willing to learn. They're all willing to get better. They really take coaching, and it's a joy to coach them. And we're going to bring more guys along. We're going to bring more guys in here, and it's going to make this place a special place. And Coach has done that, and I just love sharing that when I'm out recruiting and the way we coach. Anybody that watches the way we go about our coaching and our teaching, I hope they want to be part of it, and that's what makes it really special, because I'm sure loving it.
With how they used Myles Jack last year, a little bit of running back, have you given any thought to that, or is that something where maybe you try to rely on these guys?
People ask me, they go, Kenny, you've recruited for over 20 years, you've done a good. Hell, I tried to recruit coaches, Myles Jack, from first time I came here, all the way through the recruiting process is what is now. That was December I got hired. I'm in February, April. I haven't gotten anywhere. So, believe me, I haven't given up.
Are you going directly to him, or?
I'm going directly to the head coach. Now the kid, yeah, he smiles, but I've been told stay away from him. Would I love to have him? What coach would? I mean, every linebacker coach, DB coach, he's just a talented young man, and it's just the way Coach Moore has built this program. They're very selfless and they're hard workers. Now I just wish he would come over and play the little running back.
So how special is this program? You've talked about it compared to other places where you've been.
It's in the leader. I think this leader is, people. I talk to my family. I tell them all the time, a good man that's a good leader of his family, and we're all part of his family. And a father is a father all the time, not when he chooses to be a father. And that's what the leadership is here. The lights are on, lights are off. He's the leader.